Go ahead, get off some of this shit. I got so many of these. I don't even need all this shit. But Remake should be automatically disqualified for Game of the Year. Oh, that's a great discussion, bro. Thank you for bringing that up. All right, so let's talk about Game of the Year. um, shout out my research team, man. You know what I mean? Put me on, keep me informed with everything. Let me pull up the nominations for Game of the Year. Can we start there? Let's start there. Shout out my nigga T Mac. You know what I mean? All right. So we got Game of the Year nominations. We got Alan Wake 2. We have Baldur's Gate 3. We have Marvel's Spider-Man 2. Resident Evil 4. Super Mario Brothers Wonder. And Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom. All right. Let me start with this. Super Mario Brothers Wonder been out for 2 goddamn seconds. How the fuck is it in the Game of the Year discussion? This shit just came out. This shit just came
Mario.
out. And thank you. Because that's really what I want to say without saying it. I think certain games, certain developers, certain studios kind of get the nod when it come to these awards. You know what I mean? Because there's some games in my mind that's not on this list that I believe should be on this list. For one, and Big J brought up this point and he's spot on. I don't know if Remake should be in the Game of the Year category. Resident Evil 4 Remake is a Game of the Year level game, but it's a fucking remake.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? It's a fucking remake. So, if that's the case, then put Dead Space Remake on that motherfucker. Because to me, it was just as good.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Baldur's Gate 3, I don't know about, but I know a lot of people fuck with Baldur's Gate. You know what I'm saying? That's like a if you're familiar with like Dungeons and Dragons, I think is where it take inspiration from, which is big. You know, D&D is a big cultural. You know, they got their own subculture, so to speak. So
I think that Zelda shit gonna take it.
I could see Zelda. Why do you see it taking it? Then I'll say why I could see it winning.
Because of Zelda.
Thank you. 100.
That's Zelda.
Is that
like
fair?
Zelda done already sold millions upon millions of copies.
Facts.
Like, are you kidding me? And then y'all come out with a Zelda game?
It's like, oh shit.
Right. I'm grown now playing Zelda. Like, are you fucking kidding me?
Motherfuckers love Zelda. Motherfuckers swear Zelda was the greatest, you know, shit since sliced bread. I was never really like a Zelda guy. I had respect for the series, but I never really got into it though. Like, I never really fuck with it like that. You know, maybe I'll end up changing that when I get it, you know, a Nintendo Switch.
A Mario motherfucker.
Yeah, I fuck with Mario. Yeah, Mario. Yeah. Mario is that shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But I think Zelda is either gonna be Zelda, it's gonna be Mario, or it's gonna be the Dungeons and Dragons game. Because the amount of people who are into that, like people be having whole get together parties playing Dungeons and Dragons and shit, you know?
Bogus says just came out of 10 hours Spider-Man 2. Stop playing with me. Rig, anti-Xbox. Oh, that is a really good point. Starfield should be on there.
Starfield should be on there.
Starfield should be on there. That's bullshit. That's bullshit. It'd be a lot of politics involved with this shit. Like, cause and there is a segment of the population that don't like Starfield, but a lot of people that didn't like Starfield, it was on some hater shit. You know what I mean? It wasn't like these motherfuckers really sat down and played the game for real. Some of them did. You know what I mean? I'm not going to paint everybody with the same brush, but everybody ain't play that game like that. You know what I mean? I put hours into that game, and that game was fire. You know what I'm saying? And the reason why I could have saw it winning is because the game is so modular, meaning like you can change shit in the game. You can change the UI. You can change the way the graphics look. You can mod the fuck out of it. So when you can mod the fuck out of it, it's got damn near infinite potential because you can make Starfield whatever the fuck you want it to be. You know what I mean? I like shit like that.
Yeah.
You know, and that's just how I feel. You know, hey, but you know what? They got one nomination, right? Spot on the money. That Alan Wake 2 definitely need to be on there. I don't give a fuck if it just released or not. And some people could be like, oh, King, that's biased. Oh, King, you just saying that because you know what I mean? That's your bag. You like the survival horror and all that shit. Damn that, bro. That game is definitely the best story this year. Alan Wake 2 has story of the year. You know what I mean? The story on that shit is incredible. The way they the writers, the cinematography, the way they kind of angle certain scenes, the jump scares, like everything is just so well put together. That shit need to be on there. You know what I mean? Super Mario, I don't know. I ain't played Super Mario. So
right, I ain't play Super Mario.
I ain't play Super Mario. You know what I mean? They need to come out with another motherfucking Mario Party. That's what they need to do.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I can get on there with my niggas. You know what I mean? Mob real quick in there.
Right. Yeah, right.
You still updating, Brody? They said I don't even like Starfield. Never did.
Nah, he coming.
PlayStation. Did he say PlayStation?
PlayStation Plus.
PlayStation. Remember when the intro used to be like that? PlayStation.
Right, like that's racist.
Korea, you do it.
No, that's racist.
Why